we're back to the FitBiz Journey podcast with your hosts Parita and Daniel and Lizzie. And today's episode is about the importance of social media and how it impacts your ads, your marketing, basically everything really important in your business. And what we're going to talk about is honestly something very important. Most business owners say they don't have the time to focus on their social media, but what we're going to show you and talk about in today's episode is exactly how we can increase revenue, decrease your marketing costs, and overall improve the status of your business through your social media. So it's something you honestly just cannot afford to not have time for. Right, Daniel?
Yes. And they always also say that, well, how much money am I gonna make? I can't track it. What's my ROI? And everything. The problem is everybody is looking at the now instead of the future. And the future, like it or not, is social media, and you have to get on it or you're gonna be left behind. And here's the thing, you're not gonna stay where you are. You either go backwards or you either go forward, because social media is moving forward and the people who are using it move up, and you're moving down because people keep replacing you and moving up on you. So it's very, 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 very important.
Very important.
So I wanted to, a couple of things. We're gonna also share in this episode the actual, because most business owners want to know, okay, but how much is it going to cost me? How much am I need to spend on it? How do I do it? And what's my return on it? So we're going to actually share most of those informations today, including how much it brought down our actual ad costs and how much it brought up our actual ad impressions that we have been active and been posting on social media on all platforms. Because right there should give you the importance of doing it. Because if you would do that, you would have more leads, cheaper leads, and more signups as well. And we're gonna also talk about, I almost forgot about this, that why it's so important that when you do ads, videos, pictures, anything that you want, do not buy the ones that they sell online or the stock images, neither for your website. I hate when people do that, because people have to get comfortable with you before they come into your studio. So when they come in, they already know the place, they already know, oh, I saw this in a video. And the funny thing is, they think you're already kind of like a celebrity because they know you and see you through TV, to videos, to phone, to screens.
Yeah, they associate you with that.
So all of a sudden, now you're creditable because they know you. And a good thumbs up goal, I would say this in English, right? A good rule of thumb, right?
Rule of thumb. Yep.
There we go. A good rule of thumb is basically that when you go to a local Whole Foods and the people actually stop you and say, hey, I know you from somewhere. And then if you don't have that right now as you're a personal trainer or a gym owner, and then you don't have it, then you know that you're not doing enough. So once you start doing that and you have that, then you know you're on the right track and you're going to receive way more leads and opportunities and clients and trainers and employees, and you will be the brand.
And as the business owner, you of all people have got to have that credibility, because they don't want to just know what you're offering in your studio. These days, clients want to know your behind the scenes mission and what you're even doing this for. They want to see that you care, and they're going to be able to do that by seeing just what you're offering out on social media. That's your platform, because they want to get to know the business as well, not just what you offer. Isn't that right?
Yeah, and I mean they care about that, and social media is a perfect way to delivering that to them.
Yeah.
They do care of what matters and what you stand for. You know, if you're
Correct.
a real
Why.
person, why exactly? We share it all the time, and we even have the journey of an entrepreneur that we do behind the scenes of our actual day-to-day basically operations that we share weekly on a weekly episode, and it has thousands of views each time.
Yep.
And we literally just show what we're all about and what it looks like to run a successful fitness company.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes. So Daniel, since you've started really doing a lot more on social media, do you want to share exactly what a change you've seen?
So first of all, personally, on my personal social media, I had 600 followers in January, and
of this year.
Yeah. And by the way, a good person to follow and learn from a lot how to do things is Gary Vaynerchuk, because he actually gives it out for free and he does not screw around. He literally gives you the exact things to do. And the reason why he does this, because one, he cares, and second, he says that I know that not even one person will do what I'm saying today. Because everybody just say, oh, I just don't have the time, come up with crazy excuses. So I was like, well, let's see if it works. So I read all his books, I listened to his podcast and watched his videos, and I took action on what he told me. And since then, so I went from 600 followers to 20,000 followers. in a few months.
Yeah.
And all I did is literally what he told me to do. Actually, number one is give value. So I started giving value to gym owners and personal trainers like you. Created a podcast. This is also part of it, basically, of the book. And then giving more value. And then actually care and create a community. So if anybody commenting on any of your ads, any of your posts or anything, right away reply back, but not just like a thumbs up with an actual message or get into a conversation. Because if you want to create a community on your social media and you're not replying back to your own comments on your own page, then where's the community part? You're missing out on the community.
Absolutely.
You know?
And we had a previous episode where we talked a lot about social media and exactly what you should be doing on there. So if you haven't listened to that one, you're definitely missing out there. So go back and do that first. Second of all, what you could do within your social media to build that community. I mean, we have a lot of techniques for that. And Daniel's applied them to himself, already seeing that success. Other thing is through our other business within the company, Daniel's also offering some of that guidance to other gym owners and the success they're seeing.
Yep.
They've had celebrities come into their studio. That's taken their referrals and taken just the word of mouth. Like the spread of that is insane. And it's so exciting to see someone follow the guidance, the free stuff that Daniel's giving to them, and it's working so beautifully for their business. Why wouldn't you?
Exactly. And then I want to point it out so that that social media advice that we gave out to, and you might say, oh, but I don't have thousands of followers. Here's the thing. She did not either.
She, yeah.
Had, I think, 1,500 followers, that's it. But here's the thing, you never know who is your follower, right? So it could be a very influential person, and she had an influential person following her. So what happened is they reshared it, and then they posted it, and one of the housewives from whatever TV show, what is the TV show?
I think it was one of the contestants from The Bachelor.
Okay, so from Bachelor, she went in and posted about them, and then reshared it, and all of a sudden, she got over 150 inquiries about, I want to come in.
Yeah. Our phones were
150.
blowing up. Yeah.
Yeah.
And all of those leads have come in. Every single one that's gone through that door, I think she has like a 98% sign-up rate or something like that. And the person who didn't was probably just because they weren't clear to do it.
Exactly.
And that's just mind-blowing to me. So if you want to talk about dollar value of being influential on social media, that's it right there.
And that's just one, because that's like the golden nugget that everybody is looking for. But the problem is that you guys, me too, I started like that and it didn't work, was looking for a golden nugget, like the one hashtag, the one reshare, the one whatever, shutout, and then all of a sudden that's going to change your business and going to make so much money and so many clients that it doesn't work. It happens, but what you need to do is plan long term and keep building this up, because here's what happened in our case, and Perina will share the details, how we keep track and how we reward trainers about this. But once we start doing this with the social media and our trainers, all of our trainers, and we have lots of them, and ourselves starting to post every single day. We have a community and we reply back to all of our posts, reply back to the ads, reply back to our blog posts, videos, everything. We reply back to the client and the comments that we have. That allowed us on Facebook already, after a few months, to get our ad cost down to almost $1 per ads, which saved us hundreds and hundreds of dollars, and soon it will be thousands, because our ad cost basically is going down because Facebook rewards people who are actually engaging and giving quality content to the community. So don't just focus on ads. Exactly.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So again, it's a marketplace.
Yeah.
I say this all the time, but I want you to picture this. There is one marketplace, one newsfeed, right? Just think about this for a second. What do you think? How many gyms in the area? How many personal trainers? How many fat loss products? How many fat loss clinics? How many chiropractors? How many even car salespeople? How many other these companies are actually targeting the same clientele that you have, including clothing line, everything that you name it, or products on Amazon? They all target, they're all in the same marketplace. And guess who is going to win and who's going to have the cheapest products? The ones that are actually creating content.
And having that interaction that we're talking about. If you don't have people that are wanting to learn more, you gotta get some more excitement out of them, whether that means changing your ads, whether that means getting more people commenting within your own team. So all of that interaction is just what's so crucial. Otherwise, you'll disappear in the feed.
So how do we track and what are our trainers doing right now? So
Yeah.
we can share it with our listeners.
So obviously, first, we're hoping that you accept that this is very important and it's something you have to do, and then you have to get your team involved, because that's what X number of more bodies that are going to be also creating content on a regular basis. And it doesn't feel forced because they understand if they become influential, people are going to search them out and literally want to come work from them. I got a call just the other day that was like, is this trainer available? I saw his information on Instagram and I thought what he's doing with his clients looks so amazing and I feel like I want to work with him. Boom, right there. And I was so excited to hear that and give him that feedback so he can see the value of what he's doing. But on a weekly basis right now, we actually track every person's followers. So every week on a Monday when I send out the company report, they get to see the exact change between their followers the week before and where they're at now. And I asked them if I saw very little change, I'm like, so you didn't do much this week, did you? And they'll say no. So they actually are able to directly see, hey, I did have a huge jump in my follower base this week, and it's because I was consistent, I was being interactive, and I was posting daily, and the times that they don't see that change. So what better way to understand whether or not what you're doing is actually working? So we do track that. Every trainer has their own kind of like guidelines, like, oh, on Monday I'm going to post about this, Tuesday I want to post about my clients, Wednesday this. That also gives them that organization they need. And what's even better is that our team is interactive with each other. So if a trainer sees me post something, they'll comment on mine, they'll like my stuff, just like I'll do that back for them. And then on our business pages, we'll repost what the trainers are posting. So, I mean, there's no need to create brand new data every few seconds. You also have all this content that you're doing that you can share from each other.
Yeah, the number one, you start out, obviously this is not for our clients. This is, well, for the fitness part of it. This is for our clients in the business part and for you guys. But we have a podcast for you fitness as well, which is all about health and fitness for the clients. So you should have it too and create video of it. So, and you can cut pieces out of it and you can create shorter ones for Facebook, but you can upload the whole thing to Facebook because Facebook now becoming a platform of watching basically just like YouTube. And Instagram has IGTV too. So look, this will be on IGTV as well. And then on top of that, create small bits and pieces of it for Twitter, for LinkedIn, for Instagram and Facebook that will lead into this big one on YouTube and then on different places on IGTV, and that's how you create content. You just create one giant one. It could be a podcast, it could be a speech that you had at an event, it could be a staff meeting, it could be a client sit down talk and everything, and you can create so much content out of that and reuse it, or literally just like ask clients, hey, what questions do you have for me? And then create episodes and talks about it and cut it into pieces and then send it out. And then you already have a list of content that you need to do. And again, most people say, but hey, there's already so many gym owners and personal trainers who is doing that. Well, first of all, that's your internet. Everybody see a way different internet. We talked about this last time. Remember I told you that I see lots of gym owners and you guys what you're doing because I'm a gym owner and personal trainer, so that's my internet. Parida, all she sees is puppies and shoes. So you know, but the point is, clients, whatever they're into, that's what they're going to see. So they probably have not seen those trainer videos and anything because of that reason. Internet is a very crazy thing, and everybody's internet is way different than yours. Just know that. It's adapted to that individual person's personality based on how they act, what they like, what they don't like. Yes, I do see a lot of puppies. And you know what's funny is, I mean, crazy to me that how many people, I don't see fake news on Facebook because I never click on it, but the thing is that people complain about fake news all the time, but the reason why they keep seeing them because Facebook AI shows you what you're interested in. And if you keep clicking on them and share them, Facebook gonna, guess what, show you more of that. Yeah. So stop clicking on the fake news and all of a sudden the fake news will be gone. Yeah. I mean, you know what I mean? It's that people don't realize that what their habits is the one that changes the newsfeed. Yeah. And then the other thing is, even if there is a lot of content out there, right? Like about fitness, about health, what's right, what's wrong. Let's be honest, a lot of that is fake news for a lot of reasons. I mean, it's not you. And it's like all these myths that are out there. I mean, what you're offering your clients, what you're giving to people is going to be completely different than what your competitor is doing. So shouldn't you still have a voice? Shouldn't you still say what's important to you and what you want to offer your clients? You absolutely need to say it. Otherwise, how are they going to know who you are? And the clients want to know it from you. Yeah. It's you that they actually care. And again, it's really important that if you have these things, when they come in to see you, they already know you. So your sales will be way easier. Yeah. You really need to use this. If you're not using it, you are going to lose. Again, you are not going up. You're not staying same. You're going down if you're not actually posting every day. And speaking of posting, so how often should you do it? So the thing is, there is no such thing as too much. The thing is, because again, Instagram just changed. So it's just like Facebook. They show the newest things and the most common things to people. So the more you post, the more likely people are going to see it. And the thing is, what Gary Vaynerchuk says, that you can post, and you should be posting 15 to 30 times a day. And you're like, holy shit, how do I do that? So yeah, well, obviously you don't have to jump into it. Just like most CEOs read like 100 books a year, you're not just going to jump into read 100 books the first year. So baby steps, it's way better than not doing anything. Just know that there are people out there who are doing that 15, 30 posts. And I'm not saying 30 actual Instagram posts, talk about stories, talking about YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, all platforms combined and posting to them throughout the day, every single day. But know this, that the people that you see there and you call them overnight success, they've been doing that for 5 years. And they're posting and posting and posting. And that's how they have that following. And now they are winning.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Don't look at the short term. About anything, honestly, but especially for this. So, I mean, even when I first started really trying to get involved on social media, I was saying to Daniel, like, Daniel, nothing's happening. And then he's like, just be patient.
Exactly.
So same thing for you and your team. So as you utilize your team to build, their influence as well as your companies, just remind them to be patient. And then also, I don't know if you have anything like this, but we have kind of a reward system for our team, and a way for them to get part of that reward is through their social media interactions. So if they're posting a certain amount, if they're getting an increase in their followers, they get bonus points, which allow them to see kind of a return on a different perspective. So incentivizing your team as well to do it, because you know how important it is. Yeah. So.
And by the way, if your team actually fights this, like they fight that I don't want to do this, it's extra work, then remind them it's about them. It's not just about the brand, because here's the thing, if they build their own brand and if they build up their following, they become a key person of influence, here's the thing, they're going to get invited for speaking engagements, for podcasts. They're going to get a brand sponsor, a brand that will sponsor them. They're going to make more money. They're going to get more clients. And let's say if your business for some reason stops, or you let him go or her go, or she quits, or whatever the reason is, then guess what? Her friend's not going to stay with the business. Her friends are going to go with her. Always. And now all of a sudden, she has a new business to start, or wherever she goes, her friends will go with her. So make it about the trainers, because you basically just show that also as a person and a business owner that you truly care about your employees by building their own brand as well. And it's not just about your business, because again, the fans will follow wherever you go, whatever you do. They're friends for you, not for the company. Yeah.
So hopefully we've explained exactly the importance, showing you from a financial perspective and beyond that. Is there anything else?
Yeah, there's always a lot more.
Right.
But guys, just basically, jump on it and actually create every single platform that's out there. You should nail it, get on it, and post every single day. Try to give out good content and actually care. Don't try to just do it, all right, what I get out of it each post. You just try to become a community and try to listen first, and then give feedback of what you have learned from the people. So be a good listener, and then that we have 2 ears, and 2 eyes, but 1 mouth only, right? So use it wisely, and then become an actual brand.
What's your Instagram handle? So if they need ideas, they can look at your page.
Yes, so it's my first and last name, but it's basically Daniel Z is my middle name, Zoltan. Don't laugh. So it's Daniel Z Nyiri, Nyiri. So first and last name, middle initial is my Instagram Instagram page. You can just find me by also Googling my name in it, and it should come up.
Yeah. Talk about value. The guy provides it.
Thank you.
So we will wrap it up then. As usual, thank you for listening, watching, whichever venue you're using. Please rate, subscribe, give us comments, give us feedback, anything that you like, don't like. It means absolutely everything to us. Anything else?
No, we just want to let you know that we really, really appreciate you. And please just share, subscribe, and give us feedback so we know how we can actually help you better. Thank you again.